It has been an incredible journey and we've been able to help more people than I could ever dream of. And I'm super pumped to announce that we have secured the location for our very first Fenrir Canine Sanctuary. Here at Fenrir, my mission has always been to help keep dogs out of shelters and off the euthanasia table by educating owners on how to become high-level canine leaders so that they can raise and train their own perfect canine companions and find solutions to the dogs that are already in those bad situations. And we are now one step closer to moving towards that journey of fixing that problem, and I'm really excited to share that news with you today. Now, I always think it's incredibly important that to know where you're going, you've got to know where you've come from. And Fenrir's journey has been a fascinating one, starting with myself as a canine behaviourist and wanting to fix the problems that I saw as a canine behaviourist at a larger scale. So we moved on to the internet, and with a YouTube channel starting with 0 subscribers, we have scratched and clawed our way to now having over 500,000 followers across our various channels and platforms. With one of the largest online training schools in the world, it has been an incredible journey and we've been able to help more people than I could ever dream of, but we are only just getting started. Now, as our audience started to grow, it was awesome being able to help people through YouTube, Instagram, and our online courses, but I still had a huge desire to help dogs in shelters. That's why I have moved myself to exclusively volunteering my in-person time working with shelter dogs, and that has been a wonderful position to be in, but it's not even a drop in the ocean of the problem. So we decided that we wanted to turn Fenrir from an online social media based brand to be one of the biggest brands in the dog world that is able to generate the resources that means we're actually able to make a big difference and put a dent in this international problem of dogs being in shelters and on the euthanasia table. So we've been launching some world-class products and you guys have been supporting us. The journey has been awesome, all with a view of being able to build to a point where we can launch our Fenrir Canine Sanctuaries. And I'm super pumped to announce that we have secured the location for our very first Fenrir Canine Sanctuary. Now, the challenge for us has been, how can we do something different that helps fix the problem on a wider scale and also supports the other local shelters in the areas where we want to be, who are already doing the best that they can with the limited resources that they've got. And that's why we are going down the route of having a canine sanctuary as opposed to simply a dog shelter. So what that means is that we are partnering with local dog shelters that are already doing a wonderful job of rescuing and have the infrastructure in place to rehome those dogs, but their biggest concern, the thing they struggle with most, is around the training, behaviour, socialisation and exercise, and that happens to be our bread and butter. So our canine sanctuary will be partnering with the local rescue centres where we will go and get dogs out of the rescue centre. They will come to our sanctuary where they will interact with my personal role model dogs. They will have training sessions with myself. They won't be stuck in their kennels. They'll have access to acres of land to play, roam, have plenty of exercise, tons of wonderful socialisation opportunities, but then the time that I can dedicate to spending with them, addressing any problem behaviours, training up some basic fundamentals that give them a much better chance at being rehomed and then successfully remaining in those homes rather than falling into the trap that's so common within rescue centres of dogs bouncing from home to shelter to home to shelter and eventually being euthanized. We want to cut it at the first possible opportunity and go from shelter to perfect canine companion to forever home. And we have the people and we now have the space available to offer that as a wonderful and life-changing opportunity to as many dogs as possible. Currently, we're out in the Derbyshire countryside and we've secured a beautiful, quiet, few-acre paddock. We're waiting on a contractor to come in and put in extremely durable, safe, dug under an overhanged fencing that is completely 100% secure, alongside various different pieces of equipment, courses, and a beautiful tune-up course for maximum levels of engagement and handler work, where they'll be able to work with me in just a great environment. But big picture, how do we scale that? And that's where we're going to be moving next. This first sanctuary essentially is going to be our test sanctuary, where we're going to work out and iron out the creases and make sure that we're having the maximum amount of impact we can. We're also working on a project where we're able to train up professionals as trainers and behaviorists, and it'll be a place where they can come and hone their craft, with a view that as Fenrir grows, we can start launching more and more sanctuaries with Fenrir trained and approved trainers and behaviorists, partnering with as many rescue centres as possible to take this plan international. So when I say we're only just getting started, I truly mean it. So what does that mean for you guys as our amazing audience? Well, we are also going to be able to document these experiences at length. We're going to be able to show you dogs coming from the rescue centre to our sanctuary, where our incredible video team are going to be able to document that experience and show what it is we're doing so that you can replicate it at home with a variety of different behaviour problems and a variety of different new training situations and training principles and methodologies. We will cover it all and document it right here on this channel for you to enjoy. And that is all down to each and every single one of you. Like I say, this journey has been crazy. From me having 0 subscribers on YouTube, working out how to film and edit videos, getting a couple of views a video, to where we are now is mind-boggling, but we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for each and every one of you. So I think this is a great time for me just to slow down and take a second to thank you all. I do genuinely appreciate the support and the commitment that you have to us and sharing our vision and our journey by supporting us online, watching our videos, following us on the different social media platforms. And if you do need products and services, checking them out and considering supporting us, as that's what allows us to start building out these sanctuaries. That's going to be what allows us to train up like-minded professionals. That's going to allow us to finally, hopefully, be able to put a dent in this problem and help as many dogs as possible. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I can't wait to see you on the next video.